run through, but we'll touch base on everything a little bit later in the video. But first we have our main power cutoff here that gives us everything live. And then you have your accessory on, ignition on, and your push to start. And that's everything there. This switch here is your electric canopy. This switch here will be your guns up and down, and these will be the bomb doors. We have 2 terminals wired in case your battery dies out there, so you can be able to give it power to open the canopy, as well as a switch on the outside. Also, if you're inside and the battery ever died on you, it's as easy as popping these pins out. That will release the rams, and then you can just manually open the top. Then we have all of your gauges with your typical information. This is for your arming of the guns, and then this will fire. Same thing over on the other side for the rear. This is your rear flame. There's the gas, and then that will ignite it. All right, and then here is your airbag control for the vehicle. I believe the centers will do both front up top. This will do both front, this will do both back at the same time. You can individually do it as well. It really comes to a preference. But yeah, that's your ride height control. We have your shifter, so reverse, neutral, drive, etc. This will be your thrust for your sound effects, and we'll show that a little bit later as well. So your afterburner and your mix control all does it through the speakers in it. It's pretty neat, and it sounds really realistic as well. And then you have your blind spot monitor over here. And typical blinker stock, it is a tilt wheel if you need to get out of your way. We do have your headlight switch is here, and your dimmer as well for those. And that covers up your main basics for this car. All right, we got the 89 Batmobile out here in the sunlight. Do a nice little walk around and show it off. This is by far the nicest one we've had, and the most featured as well. You have a functional fan right there up in the snout. We do have it air down right now. We will show it in a few using the air control. We have our bomb doors that we will show opening as well, and we'll keep poking around. You have all the cameras you can switch through on the screen for your blind spots. So you have your driver's side, passenger side, and I believe a rear. You got your quad exhaust coming out the back here. We'll open up the trunk in a second. Functional flamethrower out the rear. There's your camera directly under it as well. Night and day difference about driving these things around. We're being able to see all your blind spots. Making our way up here as well, you'll see there's our third and last camera right there. Again, got the bomb door on this side too. Our guns are retracted. We'll show those coming up in a second as well. Super sharp. All right, well, let's get into the back of this thing. Harrison, if you do the honors. All right, a lot working back here. We have the amplifier for the audio system, all your sound effects that are on those knobs that we showed. And then you have your reservoir tank for the airbags, the pumps, your fuel cell. This is the rear loudspeaker for all your sound effects, so you can hear it from the outside as well. And we'll show from the other side, but your oxygen and propane tanks are behind that, behind the seats. Also, all this is extremely ventilated, so any concerns if a tank were to have a leak or anything like that, it has plenty of places to go. This is no means airtight. A lot of people do request that we build a curtain system or a boarded backboard to kind of block it off. Not necessarily a firewall, but just to put a divider up, and we've done that plenty of times, so that's an option as well. All right.
All right, now we're going to show operation of the vents. And then the bomb doors.
All right, we'll do a live startup process here. So we'll do our main cutoff, our accessory, ignition power, and that will power your pump as well. That's what you hear. Push button start. As you can see, everything came to life here. Just as a typical car, reverse, neutral, and drive. We're going to drive with the canopy open, just get a little extra airflow right now. But believe it or not, this drives very, very well. We have taken it down the street as well, but miles per hour coming up right there, you can see. RPM. So cool. All right, we're gonna hand this camera off and we'll do some outside driving as well.